G'day, I am the one board cabbie. Tonight I'm going to have a bitch session starting right now. Currently the airport has decided to change a system on how cabbies and chauffeur drivers enter the airport. They come up with a key swipe access card and charging each driver $25 non-refundable for these access cards, which is BS in my eyes. If they want this new system, they should issue them for free of charge, and I bet it doesn't even cost them $25 each card. 2, apparently you need to have a balance on your access card of $15 a month. If not, they will deduct $10 off your account. This is currently hearsay. 3, they're also going to charge us drivers an admin fee of $1.50 per month to have this account. Wow, what highway robbery that is. As a taxi driver, we have no choice but to collect their airport fee currently, which is $3 per trip from the airport, which is a tax or a levy, but we have to have money on the access cards prior to entering the airport. If no money is on the card, you cannot enter the airport. You have to go through 4 boom gates. Ridiculously. You have to wait for hours sometimes for a customer. Even though the fee is charged to the customer, you must have money on your card. So they are earning interest on our money, plus charging us $1.50 per month. So if there's 1,000 taxi drivers, that is $1,500 per month, $18,000 per year. I know there is more than 1,000 drivers. So us drivers are getting ripped off once again. Not only we have to collect this fee, or our choice to collect it, but we have to pay it in advance, as it's their freaking fee/tax. I don't know any other person who has to pay to collect a tax for the government or for the airport, well, which is federal government, before it gets paid by the customer. Anyway, and some customers don't even want to pay, even though it's on the meter now. They see the meter jump and complain that we changed it or ripped them off or rigged it. They don't pay it, but the airport has its money now because it came off our access count. So, who's the winners? The airport. The government. Who's the losers? The drivers. In the case, the customers. You know, the fee originally was $2 until about a year or so ago. It's now $3. Apparently it's going up again. And the airport's excuse is Melbourne and Sydney is more expensive. Wow. We're not Melbourne. We're not Sydney. Secondly, I remember Mr. Rand, the Premier at the time, said this $2 fee was only going to be in for 5 years. It's currently 12 or 13 years later, and they're thinking about upping it again. So not only are they ripping us off, they're ripping off the customers off, and we're supposed to pay it. The only reason that I'm not happy is it because it's their fee and it's my paperwork and it's my money that comes off, and they're charging me to have the card, which I refuse to have at the moment. I prefer not to go to the airport anymore. Not only waiting for hours for a customer, and then it ends up being just around the corner. Sometimes you're lucky, it goes to the city. Sometimes you're lucky, it goes further. But you know what? Is it really worth the headache? Nah. We get treated like second-class citizens by the airport. They say they got our stuff there, but we have to abide by their rules. The concierge are rude most of the time. They don't really direct customers properly. But we have to sit there and take it because drivers are just desperate for work. So isn't it a good business that you can charge a few thousand drivers $1.50 a month plus have their money in the account, which you're earning interest off? And for drivers like me who go to the airport hardly, just making extra cash from the fee and the interest. So if you want to give up to be a driver, you lost $25 and that card is useless. And if you don't, I don't know if you can even cancel it. Are they still going to charge you $1.50 until the day you die? I do not know. It's just one big rip-off. Taxi drivers should have united and fought against this, because it's really not us who's changing the system. It's them to get more money, and the system's actually slower. It takes a lot longer to get through sometimes, and then there's a bank up of taxis trying to get through the boom gate, and there's customers waiting for taxis that are waiting at the boom gate because they can't get through, and the customers can't see that. Not always anyway. So they get peeved off, they complain, they go elsewhere, they contact family members. Us drivers should just stick together, but everyone's so money hungry to make their own money, they don't want to stick with anybody. Anyway, that's my bitch for tonight. I'll try and have an update. Maybe not about this, but maybe about something else. Any suggestions? Leave your comments below. Thank you. Have a good night.